All right, we are live. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you for watching Soul Boxing Podcast. I have two very special guests that you should really know.
Yeah.
But first, let's get into it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Soap Boxing Podcast.
Who did you turn professional with?
All right, all right. How y'all doing this morning?
Good.
I'm all right. Thank you so much. How are you?
I'm okay. It's a
Man,
little
that's what's up.
early. So I think a lot of people know you two, like associate you two together. One the coach, one the boxer. But can you guys just introduce yourselves like individually first? Like just you can say your name and um, who you are, and then I'll bounce off of that.
Cool. Um, my name is UT, and I'm a coach currently at the Houston Coliseum Academy, and you know, I coach there, and from time to time, and behind the scenes, I also help out coaching Alief.
All right. Tell me, what's UTG stand for?
Um, that's an acronym that nobody knows. Like it's just a name. It's just three letters. You feel me? The meaning is deep, and I can't really share with nobody really like that. Only my family and people like that would really know what that means. Because it's not fulfilled yet. So I just let it ride like that. It's just some letters for now.
So your name, you go by UT?
Yeah, I go by UTG, Utah, UTZ, so yo. You know what I'm saying? Utah. I go by a lot of things. Coach. Some people call me Coach. You know what I'm saying?
You okay? All right, Coach. We gonna hand the mic over.
Nah, for real. Ray Talib Jr., formerly known, everybody know me now as Alief Ali. Used to know me as Ray T. Ray Talib Jr. though. Alief Ali. Super welterweight 6-1.
All right. So what? So who started boxing first?
Utah started first.
And Utah, what made you get into boxing?
What made me get into it was um just I had somebody when I was in the army that actually was like, hey, I could actually train you and let me train you to see what could become of the potential. So just growing up, we always was fighting. So we was always fighting and just scrapping, slap boxing, throwing hands, and putting on gloves. But what made me get into actual traditional boxing was in the military. I had a good buddy of mine named LaRon. He was like, hey, let me show and let me coach and let me train your hands, because we used to just do random fights and we would have random little sparring matches, and I was always holding my own. So he was like, shit, let me actually train you. And that's how it started back in Georgia.
Okay. Um, how do y'all two know each other? Because I
We
feel like everybody knows, like right now, everybody knows Alief Ali, and they know you guys together, but no one knows like how y'all met, how long y'all been knowing each other, what the bond is, what the dynamic is. Like y'all brothers, y'all best friends.
we brothers for sure, and we best
Yeah.
friends. We've been knowing each other over 15 years, probably like 17 years, and counting. And I got introduced to Utah through a mutual friend named Ike. Both our friend. He introduced me to Utah like I might have been like the 8th grade, my 8th grade summer, going into 9th grade, and then we've known each other ever since then. So this has
I
been.
can just feel like the chemistry. Y'all so funny. I can't even not laugh.
Yeah, and let me go and keep it real with you right now. Let me do this right now because let me tell you something. I don't want to rob the people of the authenticity of the genuineness of this interview. You feel me?
Yeah, sure.
So I want to let the people know right now that we're really trying to do this. You know what I'm saying? And trying to be however we're supposed to be. That way it don't be silly. You feel me? Because this. Y'all like this, bro. I want y'all to know. Me and this guy right here, man, we go way back. You feel me? And a lot of people don't be knowing, and a lot of people don't be seeing, but a lot of this should be a lot of laughs. You feel me? A lot of laughs throughout time, throughout all these years. You know what I'm saying? Like we met each other through friends, laughing. You know what I'm saying? Kicking it, always telling jokes, and you know what I'm saying? Just some shit like that, man. But it's real deep. It's deeper than boxing. Everybody got to know that, man. It's deeper than boxing. You feel me? This is my best friend. This is my brother. Just like people. One dude used to be like, "Oh, y'all niggas ain't had the same mom," but bro, that don't mean that don't mean too much. You feel me? Because I didn't see siblings that done killed each other. There's stories of how Cain and Abel Cain killed Abel. You feel me? So to me, that blood thicker than water. You know. What it really is like my dad used to tell me when I was young, like in life, you could have brothers, you could have moms and dads. He said, but a lot of people don't ever have no friend. You know what I'm saying? So he was like a friend. And then, with that little story, my dad took me through, letting me know and understand what a friend was. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So he was my friend first. And then throughout the years, the bond grew so strong. So it's like brothers, you feel me? His well-being or whatever is my well-being. My welfare is his welfare. And it just, so we both coming from Alief. It's just so crazy we ended up getting into boxing. You know what I'm saying? Because it really became like this because it's like your back against the wall, my back against the wall. You feel me? Everybody else size, you got to run their ass down. Everybody my size, I got to run their ass down. You feel me? And that's exactly how it was. You know what I'm saying? But it's deeper than the surface. And I don't want to rob the people of knowing that. You feel me? Like, y'all see us like this, man. But shit, we be really cool kicking it a lot.
Boxing don't even got nothing to do with our friendship.
At all.
Boxing came way later in life. But like, that wasn't even nothing we never planned on doing. Like I said, like Utah said, he started boxing and brought it on to me. We've been locked in, brothers and all that. I know his mama, he know my mom. Like we so tight to the point to where if my mom don't know where I'm at, and if she call Utah and Utah don't know, she gonna be scared. Like if she gonna call Utah, like you know what I'm saying. If somebody call me and I don't know what Utah got going on, they gonna be scared. Like they may call all type of options, but if I don't know where Utah is at and Utah don't know where I'm at, that's how tight we is. Like that person actually gonna be worried, like for real, cause like ain't no way they don't know where each other or what each other got going on. And this could come from my mothers, you know what I'm saying? I don't get no deeper than that.
And that's rare. Like people like you said, they rarely have friends. Like
nah, for real.
Like
I'm
you can't trust nobody, but I get it.
I'm not here to fake it. People don't be having friends, dog. People don't have friends, dog. You feel me?
No, for real. You think
so
they're
people,
your friend, but then it's a lot of jealousy or whatever. But I can see that's not how it is with y'all. You can just feel
we both
the
had
chemistry.
Plenty of friends for a long time that we don't. I mean, they're not really just friends no more. So we understand friends grow apart, but like this different. Like this is my brother. Some people, it's like this family, bro. Locked in.
Yeah.
I think it's I get it because I got a soul friend, and that's what we call each other. We call each other soul friends because we met, and it was like, I think you're my soulmate, but it's not like not in the intimate way, but it's the same way, and no one can understand it. And people they say like weird stuff all the time, but it's like, nah, y'all don't get it. Like you just don't get it. We get each other on a different level, and that allows us to grow in different aspects in life. So yeah, boxing is just a part of y'all bond. I'm pretty sure y'all do. I see y'all play chess. Y'all sharpen each other's minds. Like,
yeah, for sure. Since day one,
Yeah.
it was a mutual understanding of a friendship and a relationship for the greater good and the greater picture. So, sharpening each other, competing, trying to make each other better for the common and the greater good has always been in the formula, has always been in the fabric of the friendship and the relationship.
what
Since
is
day one.
That's cool. What does a disagreement look like between y'all?
Just like how, well,
It's funny because we got so much understanding. We will agree to disagree and understand it. Like it's never nothing. It's never no like. It's never no like stopping the wall. Like
never
like,
none of that.
It's funny.
It's
Like,
like, okay, I feel you. That's that's how you feel. Okay, that's not how I feel, but okay.
No, like and before it's like that, we'll make sure we understand each other completely. Like, if you do choose to go right, you gotta let me know, lace me up so I can understand you. I might go left, but I'm gonna let you know why I'm going left. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And why you gonna go right. And then it'll be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? So even if it is a disagreement, it'll be very, very understood. That way we always on the same page. I promise.
Yeah.
We
So
always
it's
on
a
the
lot
same
of
page.
accountability.
So it never feel like a disagreement.
Yeah, never really.
It never, I don't like. It don't even never feel. It don't never.
Since day one.
Since day one, like for
and
not making it.
and I ain't. Yeah, we not making this up. And I also want to say this too, because some people think that we are always just the same.
No, we different.
Man, we so damn different. I'm a March Pisces. This man is a February Pisces. You feel me? So to me, that kind of.
There's definitely a difference.
Yeah, that kind of struck me as interesting. How we ended up being the same Pisces sign or whatever, but he February, I'm March, and I'm telling you that's a big difference. Like we're very, very, we on the same like this, but very individual at the same time. You feel me?
Look, so I get that because my soul friend, I'm an August Leo and she's a July Leo.
Okay.
And so we're very similar, but we're very different.
Yeah, same. We very similar, but very different.
Yeah, we're very similar, but very different at the same time. He's his own man at the end of the day, and I'm my own man at the end of the day.
I have to.
Like Utah, you like me. We very flashy. Me and you very flashy. Yeah. My friend and Ray, they not flashy.
Yeah.
Hey, but this funny. I just gotta point this out real quick. I don't know who told him to do this, but I was already planning to wear a black hoodie. Yeah. Notice how he got on a black hoodie too, bro. It's too silly, that. Yeah. Little stuff like that, but that's funny. But yeah.
Oh, Utah, your haircuts. What's the symbol behind the haircuts? Okay. It's like a warrior haircut, or what's up?
Yeah. So the haircut, the Dallas shag. You know what I'm saying? I fell in love with the Dallas shag out there when I was in Dallas. A lot of people don't know that, but let me go and say that because this would be good for the people to know. My last 2 years or whatever, I was actively an amateur competing. I lived in Dallas, you know what I'm saying, to well round my skills because I had an opportunity to live out there. So I went out there. I was at Maple Avenue, and I stayed out there for 2.5 years sparring, and I had about 3 amateur fights. Out there. I should have had more, but nonetheless, that's what took me to Dallas. And when I was in Dallas, I kept seeing everybody with these drop shag haircuts, and I was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I think I just saw it and I caught a liking to it. You feel me? Trap Boy Freddy and Yellow Beezy and them type of guys, they started making it real cool with the music. So I was like, man, shit. I had told one of my barbers, shout out to my boy Jared, and I told him to give me the shag. And I didn't had it ever since, man. You feel me? Ever since I came back from Dallas, I just kept rocking with it. You feel me? It's like the part of Dallas that stayed with me. Shout out to North Dallas. You feel me?
I would have never known that. Maybe because I'm not from Texas. Do people know stuff like that? Do they know like, oh, that's the Dallas shag?
People know it's the Dallas haircut.
Hey, y'all.
If you're from Texas, most people should know that's the Dallas shag.
Oh,
Dallas
and see, here I am like, is it a warrior haircut?
I mean, we in Houston, but most people should know that it's the Dallas shag.
Okay.
Yeah, But I get asked about it, all the time. Some people they'll see me, they'll be like, "Man, he from Dallas," and I'll be like, "Nah, I'm from Alief." You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I just be like, it's just my haircut.
What does it mean to be like from Alief?
Let me tell you exactly, man. What it means is it's a lot of stuff that you could be proud about, and just it's an original place. You feel me? So
Independent.
yeah, it's independent. You feel me? Like it's just live.
It's a district that only got 3 high schools. So you got HISD. It was the whole Houston. Then you got a Fort Bend. These are 2 different counties. Alief is just Alief by itself. It's just us.
Yeah.
This area is just only so it's just owned by itself. It don't got the Houston behind it or the Fort Bend behind it, and then it's just its own district.
Yeah.
I know. I only learned about Alief from the show, Mo.
Yeah,
But
girl.
did y'all watch it? Do you think it represented Alief well?
I don't know about representing Alief well, maybe for his standpoint, because it's diverse out here. You know what I'm saying? It's diverse, like all cultures. I'm not saying it's necessarily representing Alief well, but it did show a lot of landmarks. You could just be watching it and be like, "Hey, that's Food and Rama on Kirkwood," or you know what I'm saying? You could just be looking at it and be like, "Hey, that's Crump Stadium in the back." Like I literally played, and I was an all-district athlete at Crump Stadium. So it's like things. If you from Alief, you'll just notice like little things. Hey, he at the grocery store right there on Dairy Ashford. So it's just little things like that. I don't know if it just necessarily represent Alief for just everybody's perception. Of course not. Of course not.
Well, yeah, because he was like
people,
everybody.
people out here that, you know what I'm saying? That's not their perception at all. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he did a good job of, showing landmarks and things like that.
But it's cool though to be from Alief, you know what I'm saying? Like, because like how he was saying, Alief is its own thing. It's big, but it's small too. You feel me? And back in the day when it was newer, you had a lot of people, trying to bring it to the forefront to where people would know about it. So you had a lot of people repping Alief. You know what I'm saying? So the culture kind of made it a cool thing to rep it, because it was like, y'all H-Town, y'all Southside, y'all Northside, we Alief. You feel me? So we our own side. So it was. I guess that's what kind of made it a thing too. Is it was new. It's not so much as it is now. Now, a lot of people beginning to know and understand about Alief, but back then it was new. You feel me? Yeah, it was new. So that's another thing. It was cool because it was new. You feel me?
Because it used to be like a suburb at first.
Yeah.
I noticed a lot of people that's from Alief, like y'all got a small community where it's a lot of people who are very, like you said, Alief proud, and like Ray, you carry your Alief bag, you got Alief shoes, like you got your whole Alief jumpsuits. Like I noticed that.
Yeah.
I mean, I did put in a lot of work out here for so many years. It's just
When somebody from Alief, for sure, because it's something that indicates I'm from Alief.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, like right now, I got on my Alief. This is an Alief. Whatchamacallit? It don't say Alief, but this is actually an Alief hoodie though, the original. You feel me? AFM hoodie. You did look. Y'all boys can't see this. Look, what that say? Boxing. This is the original, man. You feel me? Yeah, this is the original. I don't know if y'all can see it.
Yeah, we can see it.
Yeah, the original, man. AFM. You know what I'm saying? That little whatever it stands for, Alief family. So you know what I'm saying? That's kind of the stuff we've been on. You feel me? But it's a lot of history though. Alief.
All right. So fast forward, you went to the military, and then you were introduced to boxing.
Yeah.
And then when you came out, you let Ray know, like, hey, you should box, or how'd that go down?
Nah, it didn't.
Yeah, nah. How did it?
It didn't just necessarily happen like that. Yes, the part about Utah and the Army, all that is correct. And no, at this point in time in our life, it was no such thing as calling Ray and be like, "Hey Ray, yeah, I'm about to get out so you could box." Yeah. You gotta understand, on the other side of the phone, I'm in the streets hustling. So it wasn't just like a sport or anything or nothing like that. Like I was full time like in the streets hustling. But this is my brother, so in the Army there'd be times and months where he didn't have a phone. But when he did have a phone, I was able to use the phone with. I mean, we always in contact, updating each other. Like I'm telling him what I got going on, he telling me what he got going on. And he telling me like when he telling me like he come home, he gonna like, you know, hey, when you got free time, I'm gonna be showing you know how to box and stuff. But it wasn't like on no, yeah, you about to become an amateur boxer, mind you. Like you understand, I'm in the streets hustling. That's all I'm about. That's what I'm about. I'm in the streets completely, 100%. He ain't telling me
So
on
that
some.
idea to you was like,
Yeah, so he not telling. He was never telling me on some. Hey, you about to become an amateur boxer, or you about to become a pro boxer. It was more like like he said, we always grew up getting in the gloves, squabbling, and getting in the gloves, slap boxing, punching, having gloves before we even knew watching boxing, all that. That was normal. So him telling me, hey, I'm about to get your hands right, that was just like, okay, some regular stuff. It wasn't like you about to compete. He was just telling me, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, when he came home in my spare time, when I wasn't answering my phone, like he started showing me how to box. Like the first thing he did was, I remember I had the townhome. When he came home, he lined me up against the wall and showed me how to get in the boxing stance. Yeah, and that was like the first day.
And way before it became like something like, hey, you're gonna be a boxer. We literally was just learning and sharpening our skills
just for whatever to life for life, like literally
to like it, but we didn't see. And I guess, you know, that prize effect, you feel me? We ain't see that shit until one of the dudes from around the block, from the neighborhood, would come and try to challenge me and try to challenge us, and then be like, well, he was smaller. Well,
like he's bigger.
Yeah, he was big, but he was scared of Ray. So he would challenge me. You feel me? So he would challenge me or whatever. And then he ended up telling us, like, man, you know, they do street fighting, club fighting, whoop-de-woo on Friday nights. And the dude was like, man, the way he spun it was like, y'all could go win money. They awarding, if you beat up your opponent, they give you $150, $200 plus whatever y'all bet. And that's how it started. You feel me?
That's how it started. We was known in the neighborhood because once he started showing me, like, that'd be something like I do in my routine. Like I said, I'm hustling, but then we always, like, we athletes. Utah, basketball. I play football. Like I said, I did 1 year in junior college. So by this time, I'm done playing school, done playing sports and stuff. But we always been athletic. We never been lazy. We never been about just being lazy and fat. So exercise always been something that we always been doing. So we was boxing. That's what that just became. That part of the exercise was boxing work. So people used to see us in the neighborhoods and stuff. So like you said, we used to be sparring people. People want to compete against us, thinking they could beat us up. We always winning. Utah always flushing everything. Always. For some reason, they want to call out Utah. Used to be scared of me.
Always.
You know, but that Utah used to flush everything. And nobody could touch him. Like, his defense was A1.
Yeah.
But like he said, one time they were telling us, like, hey, they fighting up here at the clubs, like at the strip clubs and stuff. So we went up there. Listen, mind you, I ain't never been to a boxing gym. I ain't never been to nothing yet. We started going fighting on either Friday night, Saturday night. What, Saturday?
Sunday.
It would be Sunday. Yeah, Sunday. It would be Saturday night, but Sunday in the morning. Cause you mind, this is in the strip. Yeah. This is in the strip club. It's dangerous. It's people. It's dangerous. They end up betting. It's guns, all type of stuff. Niggas get mad because they homeboys get knocked out. Yeah. But we had a run up in the clubs for a minute. A lot of people know about it too. Like, a lot of people that's in the streets really know about it. Like, no, I came from sparring and beating boys up in the club. So we was doing that. And we was betting. It was nice. Like, it was nice. It got dangerous. I remember the last time we stopped doing it got dangerous because one night we came in there with like 3 dudes from 9700. We smashed everybody. You know, you in a strip club. It's nighttime. Like, boys losing money. Boys want to take it further than fighting and stuff. So it didn't got real before.
it was some guys. There was a group of like some street fighting guys from Mo City.
Yeah, from Mo City. We was flushing them boys.
And Ray beat up on one of their big dudes because
knocked them out
clean. Like people don't know there ain't no weight classes. Yeah. So every nigga that was kind of big, that was over 6'5", he really a heavyweight. Ray fought him.
Yeah, cause it's street. This is street. This in the club.
Every nigga that was medium size, these niggas really like welterweights, cruiserweights, or whatever. I'm fighting them. You feel me? And we whooping their ass to the point Ray whooped the nigga that was 6'something. Like 6'2", and he was from Mo City, and them boys was like, oh man, we gonna beat up, whoop-de-woo, and they would like, you know, kept threatening to come back, and you know, like they was mad and shit, you know what I'm saying? But it was no classes, we was always beating up people bigger than us. I only lost one fight in the club street, and that was to a dude 195. You know what I'm saying? And I tell that, you know what I'm saying? He was 195 pounds, 100, and he ain't want no smoke with Ray, so I had to fight him. Come on.
You
But
still
yeah,
going for
a
the
lot of people
team.
know that. Like, matter of fact, I ain't even gonna release who we seen up in there, but a lot of people know that that's where we came from.
Yeah.
A lot of people know, like, a lot of people know that been around since day one. They know that I started off fighting in the strip club. So boom, I was not competing. It got to a point to where I knocked the dude unconscious. Like, it got to a point to where I knocked the dude. This, mind you,
Did they
no
have
fault.
medical in there, referees?
Nah,
Like
this is straight.
Nah.
This is straight. This, like, I don't think you understand. This
Yeah.
straight out the
When
mud.
you walk in the
It's got to do
building,
with money. Like,
yeah, when you
this
walk
straight
in,
money. Like,
so if you're not somebody who conditioned, you can't fight no way.
because they smoking.
Because when you
It's a
walk
strip
in,
club.
everybody's smoking. You feel
Everybody
me?
smoking. Everybody.
So you fighting against the dude and all the smoke in the air.
You got, you know you got strippers in there. Some of these strippers are beautiful ladies, so you got dudes taking L's, getting knocked down from the strippers. There's a lot of egos, people feeling a lot of type of way, so it's really dangerous. But we was winning money. I remember one time I won like $1,200 because it got to a point where people got used to seeing me like 2-3 weekends in a row, and they betting. My people coming through and they betting all the money. It was getting real.
Yeah.
And then, like,
so to say that, to say from the beginning, Ray was always like a crowd and a prize fighter and a crowd favorite. I would whoop a nigga and it would be systematic. I'd break a nigga down. I'd beat the nigga ass. He wouldn't touch me, but Ray would get in there and they'll give him a nigga that miscalculated some shit, and Ray will hit this nigga and he bow. You know what I'm saying? And so Ray always been a favorite to the point, he not lying. One time, all of our partners, every last one of our partners came and put up money on Ray. You know what I'm saying? And at the time, he was only like four partners, but they all came through though. And one of my older brothers, his partner came through, and they like, yeah, we betting on Ray. So, you know, Ray was always.
So when they put the money, when they put the money down, y'all get a percentage of it?
No, it was straight bets.
You get
like,
a prize,
we get paid for fighting. And you got paid for fighting and winning no matter.
Yeah. So we'll get a percentage, because let's say my partner put up 200 versus oh boy, he putting up 200 on his partner. So when he won the 200, he'll get Ray some. Yeah. And that's how it started.
That's literally how it started.
From there.
And so literally I was prize fighting before I was prize fighting, and we was fighting with no headgear.
No headgear.
But I understood, I knew what it meant and felt like to fight and get money. But fight for money.
Y'all was using gloves, or was it fists?
This is like, now that we know, this is just, hey, we don't know if some people had on 16, some people had on 12. Who knows?
All they was doing was giving you some gloves.
gloves on your hand.
Gloves from Walmart.
And if you chose to wear mouthpiece, that's on you.
Nothing was regulated.
Nothing was
16
regulated.
ounce, none of that. You know what I'm saying?
Did y'all wear mouthpieces or no?
Huh?
Did y'all wear mouthpieces or no?
I think I did. I'm not sure. I think it was smart enough. Yeah, I think I was smart enough to.
Some nights we did. Some nights we didn't. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Like, you understand, we wasn't no boxers. You understand? We wasn't. We was not on no boxing anything. This was just an opportunity. Boys trying to squabble for bread, but it was something like that.
To let everybody know, that's how it started. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It continued from me coming back from the Army and then just training me and Ray. And a lot of people don't know, we would practice amongst one another and we would spar with each other. Yeah. So me and Ray sparring, and we would have rules, because of course he's bigger and stronger. So I tell him, all right, no crazy power shots, my nigga. You feel me? Like, you can't just hit me with no power shots.
They'll be knocking me out.
No, so watch this. So we was always training from the start, because I told him, when you go with me, you have to make it a game of trying to be faster than me, trying to be faster to score. So it was like a scoring thing. You feel what I'm saying? So he would have to, and it was a challenge for him, because, you know, he fighting a dude, sparring with a dude that's 130, and you can't punch him hard. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, and it was cool for me, because now I could spar with Ray. You feel me?
Yeah. Ray, how big were you when you started boxing?
Like, a lot of people would not believe this when I first started. All right, boom, I'm gonna fast forward, because we stopped the strip club after we had like a mean run, probably like a month and a half straight, because like I said, it got too real. It was getting too gangster. Like, we barely making it home at night sometimes, because real stuff was getting involved. Like, we beating up people from different neighborhoods. We like having it got so real that stopped. And Utah was just like, hey, you need to go to a boxing gym.
Yeah, I swear.
Like you need, like you got something for real. You got something, you need to go to a boxing gym.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying?
Man,
so boom, I was like, okay. So we went to Hanks, and I never forget, like, went to Hanks, and I remember, mind you, like I said, while this is going on, while I'm fighting in the clubs and all this stuff, I'm never on no, oh, I'm about to be a boxer, oh, I'm trying to run miles and be in top shape and all this. So I'm still in the streets hustling, doing what I do, eating good and all that. So we went to the Hanks. I remember that was the first time I stepped on the scale since like high school, since I played football. The scale, I jumped on the scale, it just said 248.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, dude was a 5'11", super heavyweight. You feel me?
248. As you know,
Were
I fight
you
at 154 right now.
were you like solid, or you was big?
Both.
Like chunky? Yeah, both.
Both. I never was just no sloppy fat dude. Like I said, I played football all district. You could Google my all district at Hastings, Alief, and then I went and did a year in junior college. You know, I always been an athlete. I've been playing sports since I was 5. I started playing basketball at 5, up until middle school. In middle school, I played football to like 1 year in junior college. I never was just like
So
sloppy
imagine
fat,
that
but yeah, I was.
strength that you got coming from a heavyweight all the way to 154.
Yeah.
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 A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah, that I
You know
put
what
in
I'm
a lot
saying?
of work. I really changed my body completely. Like people think I'm born with abs DNA like that. Nah, I really been putting in a lot of work for a long time.
Yeah, we both was big. I used to
even
be,
Utah was big.
I used
Because
to
we didn't know about weight sensitive sports. We didn't play weight sensitive sports.
Yeah.
Especially me, I'm playing football. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, a lot of people don't know I used to be 180 pounds.
and then
yeah.
He used to come. Then like I remember 1 year in high school. Instead of getting a PlayStation, I told my parents to buy me a weight bench.
Yeah.
And we always been grind, like he always doing the workouts that I do.
Yeah.
So we always was like on some strong. So he was little, but he was big though.
So the thing for me was, nigga, you small, but you gotta keep up. You know, you gotta keep up with the heavier dudes and the big boys. So I was little. I've never been any taller than 5'7", and I might be 5'7", 5'7.5". But just being cool with Ray and trying to work out like these football dudes, and I bulked up, and then I continued to bulk up until I was in the military. I was 180 something pounds, benching over 300 something pounds. You feel me? So that's why, like, and then when I lost all that weight, you know, I fought at 132 as an amateur, but I hit like if I line up with some small people, they gotta be good small people. You feel me? If not, they're not gonna be in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Even right now,
body strong. I can tell you look strong.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We big on strength. You know what I'm saying? So our strength carries more than our weight, from my side and his size. You know.
Yeah. So y'all started. So when y'all went to Hanks, did you box too over there in Utah?
Utah really was that he had Utah, like when he came back, like he was really already into boxing for real more and more. Like I said, you gotta understand, he come from the military. He come from being disciplined, being all this. I'm full-fledged in the street. I had lost my discipline from football and all that. Like I had lost all that, waking up early, working out, and all. I had lost all my discipline. So Utah was already like going to Hanks a little bit before me. Then he finally, cause like after we stopped fighting in the clubs, like I said, I wasn't a boxer. I wasn't on no box stuff. So I'm just back doing my routine. And Utah routine was already boxing. He was into it. So he was already going to Hanks. And that's when he told me, bro, you need to come up here.
Yes. So yes, I was boxing. I was already thinking and trying to get into that lane.
Yeah, he was already in that lane for real already. Like he was already for real, like in the lane. I wasn't.
Yes. By the time, you know, I was at Hanks, you know, we done with the streets, and now we trying to clean it up, and this won't be because we did so good in the streets, that gave us the vision to be like, man, maybe we could do this, even though we started late, because we knew we started late, but we was like, man, shit, maybe we could do it. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, bro, I'm gonna find us a gym. And yes, so I had went to Hanks, and I was boxing, you know what I'm saying? At Hanks, got my little gym membership, and I was in there trying to find a coach and trying to find those type of things and find my way.
And so Utah, you how many amateur fights you got?
So I have over 25 amateur fights. Not a lot,
Okay.
but I know I did get at least like 20 to 25 amateur fights.
I think. What year did you start?
I don't remember the year exactly,
He
but
started late 2015.
yeah.
I
Oh,
remember.
okay.
I remember.
So we kind of. Well, I was gonna say we started at the same time, but we didn't. I got less fights, and I started
Or he
longest
might have had his
possibly.
first amateur. He might have had his first amateur fight in 2016.
Yeah.
Okay.
In
Yeah.
2016, because I remember I had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I definitely did start first though. You know, I did start 1st training, get into the gym like he said, you know, and even getting with a coach, you know.
Yeah, he would have coached like me. I always from the beginning. I don't know why. I just like when we went to Hanks, I was just more on a more stubborn route. Like as far as like when I went there, like I don't know. I just always had my own vision. Like for it. Like I didn't get a coach when I went there, and you know, and a lot of them coaches they was mad at me because I didn't want to train with them. Like Utah had a coach and he was getting trained by a coach, but I didn't. You know what I'm saying? I just it just didn't feel right from the jump. I always felt like, man, it's supposed to feel a certain way. Like I'm
Yeah.
big on trust and loyalty and all that, and I just feel like I don't know. It just didn't. With none of them coaches, it never felt right. So I will always have Utah training me while I was there, even though I'm knowing that we don't know everything. Utah don't know everything, but I know that he got my best interest, and he gonna anything he do know, he gonna give it to me before. Like where the coach, he may know everything and all that, but he don't trust me. He don't mess with me, so he ain't really doing nothing for me. So I said I was to rely on my brother until I could actually find that coach where I got that feeling. So it was like from the jump, like at Hanks, people always look at me funny and look at me like, oh, he not going. Because I never had a coach. I was just training with Utah.
So let me explain that what we started to understand was there's so much game and there's so much BS that comes with this sport. That's what we really started to understand early on. You know, just walking into a gym, you see 3 coaches, one sleeping, you know, the other one, you know, got an old dude, you know what I'm saying? And you could tell he not really, you know, he bullshitting, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't have no real cool, you know, like I ended up having a cool upbringing because of the people that I ended up getting around. But just starting off, my guidance was Floyd Mayweather and Roger Mayweather. So to me, a trainer, if you didn't look like Jeff Mayweather, Floyd Sr., or Roger Mayweather, and you're calling yourself a trainer off the jump, you giving something half-assed or less than to your fighter. You dig what I'm saying? So, and that's how my mind worked. You know what I'm saying? Because this nigga Floyd the best. Floyd is the best, and it looked like he looked like, one, he trained himself hard, and then 2, it looked like his uncle and his dad and all his uncles, it looked like they was also very good trainers and they was training him hard too. To me, it's a simple something to understand, but it made sense to me. So we started to learn early on, and I guess like I was like I guess you could say I was like a test dummy, or I was somebody who went a pioneer. I did the shit first because we went early on. I hired this trainer. I didn't know he was a bullshit trainer, but I hired him first. Ray didn't spend that money. I spent the money, and then after about a month of training with the trainer, I now understand that he's a bullshit trainer. He's stringing me along. He's one. He's two. He's a bullshit trainer. He's stringing me along. He doesn't really have my best whatever at his interest. These are the type of stuff that we started to understand. So now we're explaining the story. So at that point, I began to say, you know what, brother? We already don't have a lot of money. So we don't have no money and no time to waste. And what started to give us this confidence is because after like our first week in the gym, they made my bro spar with somebody who had the trainer, and I'm not gonna mention no names, but the trainer, he had been training one of his fighters and clients You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I want people to understand that, man. I might not talk a lot, but I know what I be looking at. You feel me? Like nobody gonna play around with me. That's why I carry myself a certain way, because I respect people, so I want the same type of respect. But long story short, what grew with that confidence is because Ray beat the guy up bad, busted his nose. He did everything that he wanted to do to where the dude was scared, and he never came back to spar with Ray ever again. And he had been training, he had been sparring, he had on boxing shoes. And I have to note that detail because we didn't have on boxing shoes. You know, and another thing I have to note was the trainer was talking down and telling us the reason why we need to pay for this trainer over and versus this trainer. And he was saying all of this stuff until the day Ray sparred his guy. Up until this day, me and Ray, we would come in there and we would train, and I'd train Ray, and they would discredit me. They would down talk me, they would belittle me, and they would tell Ray that he not learning well and he's not doing good because how is his best friend gonna be his trainer?
And you don't got no experience.
And I ain't got no experience.
And what people think is that we just naively doing that. We already understanding and knowing that we don't know everything.
They don't know that. I'm comparing they sorry ass to Roger Mayweather.
Yeah.
How about that? I'm comparing you to Roger Mayweather. Nigga, you suck. You feel me? And he ended up bled the dude, man. Busted his nose, everything. And so after that point, I'm looking at a trainer with over 20 years experience, fat, sleep, you know what I'm saying? Never know. To me, I would say that he was a bullshit. You feel me? A bullshit type of dude. And now I'm looking at you and your dude get beat up by me and my dude. You know what I'm saying? Me and my partner came in there and whipped on your guys. So, and not to mention, I was sparring his pro, who was at that time had like over 5 professional fights. I had 0 amateur fights at 132 pounds. He fought at 126. So all I say that to say, what they were saying, it didn't match up to what we were doing and the actions we were doing. And that's what gave us that drive to say, you know what, bro? Matter of fact, all we really got to do now is you work a little harder and I work to get a little bit better as a trainer, and we have a good shot at something. I swear that's it. Like, if you can understand that, I swear that's how it came.
And you know, just being in boxing for so long, you start to understand that it's a lot of shady shit in boxing. Everybody talk about each other, and we talked about it before. It's 2 types of poison. You just gotta pick it. You want rats or you want snakes?
Yeah,
like which one is it?
And me, people, like I said, at Hanks, they was talking about me crazy because, you know, but I'm not dumb. Like, they like, you know, y'all don't know everything. It's boxing is the hardest, which I'm understanding all that stuff. But just because my brother may not know everything, I'm not finna settle for less with a coach who I know is not have nothing good for me. I said I'd rather do it with my brother. My brother, like, I just ain't, because boxing don't make or break me. It's not my life. I'd rather do it with my brother, somebody who got the best interest, until we find that coach or find that relationship that we know that it's gonna make sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Look, when knowledge is accessible at the fingertips, it's nothing that anybody could, like, there's no amount of experience that you could tell me that's gonna make me better when I can just go easily access it, like on my own.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's true.
And especially like when I feel like y'all are like energy people. You lead, you know, you do things with your soul and you can feel vibes. I'm like that too. If it ain't right, it's just not right.
No, for sure.
And we're not moving forward.
And one thing we learned early on is boxing is not the sport to be, you know, playing around with. You know what I'm saying?
Time, right?
Yeah.
And we already knew we came in. Oh yeah. So at this point, boom, the spar. I think the spar. I don't know what time I actually started taking it serious, when I was just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna really get it some run. I might have think, like you said, Utah. I think like it had to been one of them times, like what he said, when I sparred. Like I said, I'm sparring guys that's been getting trained by a coach, and this whole time they talking down on me. They would talk down on me every day, pretty much to my face, telling me I'm tripping because I'll just come in there, do my own stuff, work out hard. They'd get mad at me because I'll come in there, jump rope for an hour. Like, little things about just working hard, they'll be mad at me. Like, why you jumping rope for an hour? Yeah. Like, just little thing, they would get mad at me. Then I'd train with Utah, and they would just always tell me, like, stuff like, you got talent, you got potential, but, you know. But like I said, I think I really started taking it serious. Because, mind you, at this time now, I didn't caught some like serious cases. Like now, boxing then became like a stress reliever and like just a getaway, and like so I'm starting to go to the gym a little bit more, like because I never was on a routine like as a boxer, like really going 4 or 5 days a week. Now I started going a little bit more than I think when I started sparring, and then that's why I started taking it a little bit serious. Like man, I'm gonna try to fight amateur, and then still at this time, like even then when I was thinking like that, it still was never like, oh, I'm about to be a pro. It was just like, man,
Yeah.
I'm doing it. I'm in here sparring. I can at least give me an amateur, some amateur fight. You know, I want to test my hand.
Yeah.
Competition is like in me already. You feel me? I've been playing sports, so that the urge to compete. I've always been a competitor. That was naturally in me. It wasn't necessarily, oh, I'm about to be a pro and I'm about to be. I'm like, shit. I'm in here. I ain't scared. I'm about squabbling. I want to compete. It was more like something like that. And so then I started taking serious, like, oh yeah, I could have amateur after I started sparring people. And I'm like, these dudes been doing it. They talking about 6, 7 years, and I just beat his ass. He ain't, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I knew I
Yeah.
had talent.
God bless you.
God bless you. And then we started taking it a little bit more serious after that.
Yep.
So Utah, you had your fights first before Ray?
Yes.
Yeah, a few of them, like maybe 1 or 2, and
Okay.
then he crossed over amateur.
Yeah. See, what happened was like, all right, to give you the timeline real quick. So we was at Hanks. Well, first we went to Hanks. It was the end of 2015. We did that for like a couple months, and like we said, they was really always like, not to speak bad, but they was always kind of like, you know, just doubting us, everybody that was there. And then so
Sometimes you need that.
yeah,
Because
which
it
was
really
cool.
tests
And
you
it
what you
didn't
want to
affect us
do.
at all. But
Yeah.
a family friend was real close with the Charlos at the time, and they had opened up a gym. The Charlos had just opened up a gym on Kirkwood, and the family friend was like, "Hey, you want?" They already knew that me and Utah had just started getting in the boxing. They was like, "Hey, come over here, man!" Like he real close with the Charlos. They was like, "Come over here." So we went over there. I think they gym had opened up in 2015, but like 2 days before Thanksgiving, I had violated my probation and I had went to jail for 6 months. So like when I actually just started getting serious, like into just now starting to become a boxer or try to get a routine, like finally starting to go to the gym at least 3 times a week. Cause like mind you, I'm still hustling, so I really ain't got no schedule. But I'm starting to go to the gym like 3 times a week now. I'm starting to like it more. I went to jail for 6 months, so I never really got into a full boxing schedule for real, like, but it was on my mind heavy, like when I went to, I already, so when I went to jail and they told me, oh yeah, you sentenced to this, I was like, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Like I had in my mind the whole time. I already was training with my bro. I was like, that's what I'm finna do. I'm telling everybody in there, yeah, when I get out, I'm about to be this and that. Everybody thinking I'm just talking. It's still people that respect me and love me to this day because they was locked up with me and everything I said I was gonna do, I did it. Like it's so many people that's been there that know, like I don't never talk about it, but then seen every step of the way. I ain't never lied. I always kept it real. I always been genuine, stand up. I told them everything I was gonna do when I got out. Some people probably didn't believe me because it sounded crazy, but everything I told people I was gonna do, and it's like I said, there's still people here to witness and tell it to this day. I did it. Like when I did had no amateur fights. Like I went to jail. I did 6 months straight, and when I got out, it was no plan after that. It was square business. I fought like 3 months right after I got out. I turned open after like my second amateur fight. I was fighting dudes that was way better than me, way experienced. I had to find out the hard way. Like everything came hard for me.
Yeah. Do you feel like it was like a supernatural force that was pushing you? Because I know, like, I kind of understand when it's a lot of naysayers and it's just something within you. Like maybe it's hard to describe. Like you don't really know what it is, but it's like I'm just gonna do it. Like I don't care.
Yeah, I always believed in myself and everything. I always been a confident person. That's just my whole life. That's in anything. Like I'm the type of person. Like I never like nothing nobody say. Never been a thing. Like I'm never been worried or care about what like people say. Like I may take it into consideration, but I never like nothing what somebody else say never affected me. Like yeah, if anything, it probably did. Yeah, probably do use it as motivation. That's it. But like nothing. Like I never been a person that get affected like what somebody say or something. You know, that really never really bothered me besides motivation. But yeah, when I got out, we turned it up. But I think Utah may have like 2 fights already. Like cause while I was locked up, I ended up having the phone in there. I ended up getting the phone, so I was able to still communicate. And I seen Utah, he was really boxing for real. And I think he had got his win. And that just had me turned up in there. I ended up having my boy P. Shout out to my boy P. While I was in there, I used to have him in there. I taught him how to basically hold mitts with me, and we used to practice like every single day. So everybody that was in there knew, like, oh yeah, he the boxer. Nobody used to miss him, and then everybody like, oh yeah, he could fight, and he could squabble and shit.
Yeah.
And then I had a cell phone too, so I was good. So, but I started contacting Utah, and I seen they was really doing it. I'm like, damn, these boys really boxing. They traveling. I'm seeing them in uniforms. And it's getting me crunk while I'm in there. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm really finna get out and do this.
By way of Jermell Charlo.
Yeah, by Jermell Charlo, these boys traveling, and I'm seeing them.
By way of Jermell.
Did we train together? Were we training together?
Yeah,
for a short period of time.
Jiffy, yeah.
I left. I think I left early.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you was there for a while. You know, you was there. But there was a lot of people that came by the Charlo Academy whenever it was on Kirkwood, whenever it first opened up. But
I actually helped build that gym. We was at Plex first.
Yeah.
And then Ronnie Shields, I don't know how the transition made, but Jermell was like, I'm gonna make my own gym. I'm gonna make it on the Southwest side. And I was like, dang, that's far. You know, Plex is already in Stafford, but it was a few of us who helped build the gym.
Do his own thing.
Yeah.
But it was because of Jermell Charlo doing the whatever he did in the amateur program or whatever, opening up that gym. And then, turning us and having some guys amateur, that's what, was getting me my little amateur fights and stuff like that, representing, the Charlo Brothers Boxing Academy at that time, you know. And then, like he said, he was coming out. He came out to, join afterwards.
It was already in motion. So I'm in jail I'm getting even more excited. I'm more focused. I took that time to really that part, it's crazy. It sounds crazy. Like jail not good for nobody. Like it's crazy. But that really it's like I needed that. I needed that at that time. Like I needed to sit down. It sound crazy, but I needed to sit down. I was too wild. I was young. I was having money. By the time I went to jail, I didn't already had houses, luxury apartment. I was moving too fast. I was catching cases left and right.
And going back to what you were saying, Jiffy, life. Life, because this man was in jail thinking he had nothing but time, you feel me? So these are some of the things that geared him towards saying, I'm going to do it and I'm going to do this. Because he could have said a lot of things, you feel what I'm saying? He could have came out and got a job and never looked back, you know what I'm saying? But life situations, the stresses of life, the pressures and the different points in the areas and the different times in our lives, these pressures for him made him commit inwardly to saying, when I get out, I'm gonna go pro and I'm gonna do this and do that. So that's kind of, that had a big part to do with him coming out and going that direction.
Yeah.
Because he did a lot of time. And while he was doing that time, he was saying, hey, this is what I'm gonna do, So being in jail, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because
that shaped some the boxing, and that it shaped some of that choice as well.
Yeah, because I started hustling at a young age, so by the time I was 21, 22, I'd already been hustling since I was 15 years old. People was regular kids in school. I had already been in the streets hustling, so this was nothing to me. So I've been doing this. I've been having money and buying cars and renting houses way before people my age and our age was already doing this. At one point in time, we got the footage and everything. We was neighbors. I rented a house in Utah. I had a house right next to me. This is when we were in our 20s, young 21, 22. So a lot of these things I've already had a long history in the streets. By the time I reached the age 22, 23, I'm already 6-7 years in, because I've been hustling and everything since 15. So when I went to jail this time for 6 months, and my daughter, she about to turn 1, you gotta understand, I didn't already caught a lot of cases, and I just had the luxury of either having the lawyer money and beat them and all that stuff. But I knew this time when I went, and this was a different time. This time I couldn't get out of it. They was no bond, no nothing. My rap sheet finally came up to me too many times where I ain't had no get out of jail free. And that's when I kind of realized damn, I had to make a decision. My daughter was one. I'm in the streets. I left school. Only thing I got is hustling. I started realizing damn, I started understanding damn, bro, you got to make this transition. this ain't came what it be, like, you know what I'm saying? So I started I knew that it was the time to like start making the transition, like to get out or to do something else, put that energy towards something else. Even though I was still only young, like I said, I had already been hustling for a long time. I was only like 22 or 23, but I had already been hustling for so long already. Like I done already experienced so much stuff being in the streets out here in Alief. I done already seen so much stuff. I done seen deaths, robberies, all types of stuff y'all can't even imagine. And I've been in the middle, the mix of it, like in some stuff, because me being in the streets, my brother been in the mix of it. I done had him in situations where he could have almost lost his life a couple times just to the stuff that I'm out here doing. You know what I'm saying? So that was like the final straw when I went and I had that. I was like, yeah, I'm about to get out. I'm about to box, and that's when we really turned up for real. Still, mind you, at this time, I got to make it clear, Utah is the only person. My foundation fights. I never had another coach. Like, so people be understand. They may have seen me with other coaches, and they be like, oh, okay, this is where he learned this from. No, you cannot discredit my foundation. Everything that I ever learned from the beginning, mind you, all this whole timeline. Even at the gyms that we went to, even when we went at the Charlo gym.
Yeah.
Utah was the head coach at the Charlo gym at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Charlo dad and Jamel ended up getting cool, and Charlo came and started working with me probably like for like a month. You know what I'm saying? But up until this point, so when I get out, I'm still training with Utah, and then now we turned up. Like I'm training every day now. But now we turned up. Then boom, I had my first few amateur fights. Mind you, I still don't have a coach. Utah, my coach. My first fight, I want to say Jamel Charlo worked my corner, but my coach this whole time up to Utah. And when we at that gym, there used to be other coaches because Jamel never had it was never like organized. It was a brand new gym, so coaches would just come in and fill out and see the process. Yeah. I met a coach that I ended up working with for like a year named Coach Tamir from Kazakhstan. I met him because he used to come up to the Charlo gym and help out me in Utah. But still up until this point, when I got out in 2016, my first coach, like a lot of my amateur fights, you can see Utah was in my corner. Like we even got video of me knocking people out. Utah is the one that's in my corner. Like I didn't get an official coach. Start working with an official coach until 2017. I started working with this guy from Kazakhstan named Tamir.
What's the chemistry like in the corner? Like Utah, what you doing while Ray's fighting? You screaming or what's up?
It all depends. It all depends, because again, we talking about fighting, and now we talking about professional fighting. So that's when I learned that I'm not always professional. You feel me? Because when it comes down to just fighting, man, like I said, well, let me put it like this. To understand that it's a fight, that's what I understand first. And then the second thing I understand is that it's professional. People are watching and, people are around. So I be trying to make sure, that I'm not overdoing it. But the way I am, I like to try to stay calm, and I like to encourage the things that like if he's doing something good, if he's doing something that I'm like, yeah, I want to reinforce. So I'll be like, yeah, but I won't say too much, but let's say he's not doing something that I feel he needs to be doing. I'll give a key hint, a key word, and that's all I'll say. And I've gotten better because when I first started, I was way more reckless. But now, just seeing the transition into the pros and seeing him fight and be up there with other trainers that I actually think very highly of, like Bobby Benton and Aaron Navarro, and seeing how they're calm, you know what I'm saying? I'll wait until he get back to the corner for me to go over those things that he really need to work on. You feel me? In the round, if I feel like I had to say it, I'll just say the key word and he'll understand. And then we'll wait to get back to the corner, and then we'll go over in more detail, and I might express more so. But before, man, you were liable. You could hear anything. I'd be in the corner. I remember shit. Some of the the officials, they used to be like, "Hey, coach, calm down. Coach, calm down." Like they'll tell me on the bench or the side or whatever, calm down. And it's not that
this new for you. Gotta understand. We literally come from the streets, and we just told you streets and strip club fighting.
Yeah.
Like, you understand? Then like in my amateur career, I'm having knockouts in headgear. So he in the corner, like, it's just natural. Like, this is brand new. We in the corner, boom, I knock a dude out. He jumping up out of the seat, like, even though he the coach. Like, they having to tell him to calm down. He might get a DQ, you know what I'm saying? Just little stuff like that. It's funny.
And then I also will feed off of the energy. So most of the times, it's always one of our partners that's coming too. So, you know, I feed off of the energy of my partner that came too, you know what I'm saying? And we only here for the fight. So, you know, so pretty much all I'm saying is I had to really kind of calm down, because coaching for me was, I was yelling. I could be very loud, and it could have been positive or negative. It could have been vulgar or you know, the right words, you know, profane or whatever. Bless you. So I really had to learn how to calm down, not curse. You know, you can't say, hit that bitch, knock that hoe out, you know. Like, I learned to not say stuff like that. Man, fuck that nigga. Like, I learned to not say those type of things, you feel me? And say shit like, jab back to the body. You feel what I'm saying? Go back downstairs. You know, I used to be like, punch that hoe, right? Hit that nigga's stomach, bro. You fuck that nigga shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's still some coaches like that. And two, like, I can relate, because I was a trainer for, when I went to TSU, I was a trainer for a whole boxing team. I literally, like, I had a few fights and I was training like 20, 30 people. Eventually I was like, okay, well, we gonna hire a coach. But I was like that too, in the corner, like, screaming all types of stuff. So because you get passionate about it, and you really want your people to win,
I was just about to use that word.
You find a way to get in their mind and in their spirit. So it's like, if you know Ray can handle it, you be like, you might slap him in the face and be like, man, you know who the fuck you are.
And so for us, it wouldn't be like slap or anything, but it's just the words. We might we use certain words, or we use real time type of words and talk. And and he'll understand it. But you're right, I yell a lot. So most of the times after his fight or whatever, see now, like, you know, the last fight, you know, shout out to my bro, you know, he put me in the midst to where I was able to, you know, to kind of be in the corner. So, you know, I had to really had to level up. But what I was gonna say is, most of the time after his fight, I've lost my voice. Because normally I'm coaching from the crowd, which is everything, all shit goes. You feel me? Ain't no host bar, nobody. I could be a fan. I'm just here to watch the fight, but I'm coaching from the crowd. So by the time he done fighting, I done lost my voice. You know, just making sure that he could hear what the hell I'm saying.
I remember this last time, in June, we fought on the same card, and I remember we went to the weigh-ins, and Ray was like, no, I need to add him on the sheet. Like, I need to add him on the sheet so he could be in the corner. We were standing in line together, and Ray was not playing any games. He was like, I need to add him on. Like, no, this is his number. Add him on. Like, he's the third man. Like, no, he's the third man.
It's crucial.
So how was that experience, just being alongside Bobby and Aaron? What was your role?
Man, I'm just saying, for me, like, that's something, like, since the beginning, that's like a dream come true. Like, just us walking out together, that shit amazing, professional. That's crazy. That's crazy to me.
And look, man, we're both two very, very humble individuals. We don't have no crazy thing about pride, or we don't have no crazy competitive pride issue with one another. So I thank him all the time. Like, bro, I really appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's because of this guy, man, you know, that I was able to do that. And a lot of people don't know. You know, he always be like, man, you know, Utah is the reason. But I get to tell you all today. What's today? The 6th? What's today? The 8th. The 8th. So today's the 8th. I get to tell everybody today, man. Y'all get to hear it first. He's the reason Alief Ali, he's the reason why I came back to the sport. You dig what I'm saying? You know, so that's just that. You feel me? So I always tell him like, bro, I appreciate you. Cause for me, it was a great experience to see Bobby. And mind you, I'm next to Bobby. You feel me? I'm next to Bobby Benton. You know what I'm saying? Like
the Hall of Fame trainer, is a legend, really.
Exactly.
Real time.
Now, granted, the truth, like I knew of Bobby. I'm not about to lie and be like, oh, I was watching Austin Trout all the time, or I was watching Regis all the time, or I was watching these people to know, to see Bobby in action like that. But I've seen Bobby, I've seen Aaron Navarro on TV way before I ever came and really understood who they were.
They've been around for a minute.
So to finally be around, to see how Bobby coaches, to see the type of things he makes his fighters focus on, to see how just the game, the knowledge, and to be able to soak that up, it was like a blessing. I'm literally like, man, thank you, God, because I've always, I don't know if he ever told y'all, but I've always said since day one that I would be, and I'm trying to be, one of the greatest trainers of all time. So, and it's not like I don't say it with no crazy, oh, I'm better than this dude or I'm better than this dude. But to see them, to be around them, it lets me know that I'm on the right track, if that makes sense. You feel me?
Yeah, I was gonna mention that. So you both now have your own individual roles in boxing, and then you have your roles together.
Yeah.
So I do see you as a successful trainer, and I see you training a lot of people.
I mean, he gotta be like I don't know, people don't understand, but he gotta be considered a successful trainer. Like, people don't understand, like he never stopped training me since day one, no matter who I was working with. Like, he's a part of my success. He helped me keep me sharp. Like, you taught, like you said, like, if you understand, our connection so deep. This my best friend. We not on no friends where we not the type of friends where he telling me, hey Ray, your shit don't stink, bro. Your shit smell good. This nigga one of my hardest critics.
Yeah.
But it's out of love.
Yeah.
I'm one of his hardest critics. It's out of love. This nigga's a hard ass critic on me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we know how to bring the best out of each other. Like, this nigga, we not like, that nigga will leave. We could be mad. Like, he could not be impressed. Like, come see me spar. I could think I did good. And nigga, but not gonna be happy. Like,
look, y'all,
nigga not like
good,
this. Like,
good job, Ray.
We
good,
not,
man. Ray, you look good.
Bro, he making sure he telling me, hey Ray, bro, you
bro,
better stop listening to them telling you.
Yeah,
like,
quick to tell him, bro, them niggas ain't
like, we stay
you
level,
truth.
like, we square business, like, we not on no cheerleading each other, bro. We hard.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a super hard critic on myself, so I could take it. So it's really nothing he could tell me to, like, it's gonna hurt my feelings or be like. And the same way with him, he a super hard critic on himself. So it's nothing I could tell him where he gonna go cry or be like whatever, you know what I'm saying? But we are really hard critics on each other and ourselves. Like, that's one thing people don't understand.
I swear.
Like, we're hard. Like, he's like, so if I'm telling this nigga he doing something good, he know that I'm on something. Like, I'm doing better.
Yeah.
If he's telling me, oh yeah, you doing, and the main thing, and he gonna tell me, he get mad, like, if it's so I'm getting hit with a clean shot, I shouldn't get hit with. Like, he want me to protect myself. This is my brother. He want me, because it's dangerous at the end of the day. He always want me to protect myself.
And a lot of people don't know I'm big on defense.
Yeah.
They ask what type of coach I am. I'm a coach that believes that you should hit without getting hit. Yeah, so and if you do get hit, it shouldn't be clean, shouldn't be square.
So he always help. We naturally humble and always stay level headed, but we gonna make sure each other always stay level. Like, it's never like oh yeah, you was just great. It's never that. It's never. We really hard. Like, people don't understand. We love each other, but we hard on each other. Like, we real hard on each other.
But you gotta be though. I talked about this on one of the.
He know, like, this dude know me so well. He know how to push me to my limit. He know how to push me. He know if I'm
saying some real stuff.
He know how to push me. He know, like, and it's crazy. That's why I gotta say Bobby a great coach. Like, Bobby, like, that's like, all this led up to me finally meeting Bobby. Like, I finally met that guy I've been looking for this whole time. But like I said, Utah, day one since the beginning. But Bobby is another person somehow. Like, that's how I know he a great coach, because we ain't even been knowing each other so long. He know how to push me already too.
Man,
he already know the buttons right now too. And it's like, damn, how does he know this? because he's a great coach. That's the
Yeah.
only explanation for the stuff that Bobby's able to just do like this already, because he's actually that guy for real.
And a lot of days, y'all don't know this. I'll come back from the Houston Coliseum Academy, and me and Ray probably worked last night, and Ray goes to Maine the next morning, and Ray, he'll come back and he'll be like, bro, not everything, but Bobby had me doing, or Bobby was working, or Bobby said that same thing, and to me, and when he'll tell me that, he'll be like, the same stuff that we was working, or you told me, or whoop de whoop, it'll let me know that I got a good eye. It let me know, you know what I'm saying, that I'm on the right track. You feel me? If I'm telling you the same thing Bobby told you, or we going over the same concepts that you going over with Bobby as a southpaw, it let me know that I'm doing something right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we like big students of the game. We all, and just in life, we always share knowledge with each other, just in general.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that, man.
Like, yeah, we never on some like ego type stuff. Like we always learning. Like you said, it's a blessing. It's crazy that I am around Bobby and all them like that, and Bobby's my head coach.
And Jiffy, I gotta thank you, and I want to say this too, man. That way people can know. I really thank you, and I really appreciate you for having and putting this together. You know what I'm saying? Because again, you all only hearing about me. Y'all only seeing me. Y'all only even seeing me right now because of my bro. And I gotta say that. So y'all too, y'all done made this day happen because UT was ready to tonight. I didn't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? Like when I came back from Dallas, life was hard for me. I didn't have a good coach. I didn't have a trainer. And by this time, Ray was already a pro.
I just want to know.
Yeah, he was already a pro. He was working. He was at G&M training at the time, and I was just coming back from Dallas. So I want to let y'all know. I'll say it again. Like I didn't care. You know what I'm saying? I didn't care for boxing. I was about to get caught up in the streets. You know what I'm saying? And just living reckless. So Ray was actually like, bro, come back, man. He's like, you got so much potential. You're a great coach. You're a great trainer. He's like, don't let your talents and your coaching and your abilities and just you having a people's person type of personality. He's like, don't let it all go to waste.
Yeah, cause I feel like we put too much time. In it. It's like, damn, I couldn't believe it. Like, I'm pro at this time. Like, I'm like, damn, I made history. Like, I'm making noise. Like, man, as Alief Ali, and a lot of this got to do with all the groundwork that we've been putting since day one. I'm like.
Yeah, a lot of y'all don't know. Think about a fat coach right now. You see how you did that? Think about a fat coach. I was almost like that. I want you to understand. I was on my way of becoming a fat coach. Like a lot of people don't know. My bro will tell you I was fat. You know what I'm saying? I was eating anything. I was not training. I didn't care. But literally, Ray and one of my other partners, Jarvis, was like, they'll see me literally at my worst, okay? At my worst, all right? I'm not going to give you all the details, but I was at my worst. And these two guys, mainly Ray, mainly Jarvis, they was like, bro, Utah, come back. Literally, tough love. I'm giving you all the cool version. But like, man, Utah, get up, bro. And, what are you doing? I had to check. They had to check me. So I'm here now. I'm a coach. And watch this. Since coming back, I came back into his life as an assistant and helping him out with training. But I'm now, and then I'm very grateful for what I'm doing now. But I'm at the Houston Coliseum Academy. I'm running the little amateur program there. Since then, I've had 3 amateurs. None of them are with me no more, but they all had wins. And then they all thought within themselves that they no longer want to box. It's not something, you know what I'm saying? Boxing was maybe a little bit too hard for them, but they all had wins, and in their normal life, they're all doing good as young men in the world. And I'm happy with that, and I'm happy with my life and where it's going right now. But again, I'm gonna reiterate, I wouldn't be here. I definitely wouldn't be here doing this interview, doing none of this. Jiffy, I appreciate you, but if it wasn't for my bro, like saying, Utah, you need to get back to it. So that's why I'm here right now, and I'm very grateful for this opportunity.
Well, I'm glad you came back because boxing does need someone like you who is very passionate and involved and just hands on. I'm pretty sure you changed a lot of kids' lives, and
All
you
of
know
them.
you're changing adults' lives
A
and
lot of
minds
people,
and
a lot
bodies
of
too,
people,
and you motivate a lot of people. You
a lot
always
of people say
positive.
Utah changed his life.
Yeah, and you know, again, I don't be bragging. I don't like to talk or be too crazy or anything, but you know, Ray been with me running the longest now, of course, you know, since we started. But every other person that I trained, you feel me? Everybody, Ernest had his first fight. Everybody has either went to have success in boxing and then they stopped, or they're doing better in life. You feel me? Because with me, the training is deeper than the physical. And I
Mhm.
always say that whoever hired me as a trainer, whoever messes with me as a trainer, I always tell them, man, yeah, my job that now you hire me. So my job is to help you become a better fighter, to sharpen your skills, to work on these, or to help you lose weight. But I always tell them that if you really give yourself to me as a trainer, and because once you really, I'm going to give myself to you as a trainer. I say that the training is always for life and beyond. You feel what I'm saying? For life and beyond. So everybody that I've trained, all of the fighters, like I said, Ray's the only one that's still fighting. But from Max to Jono to David to Keem, all of these young to Ernest.
These are people just recently, but you have way more than that. You know how boxing is. A lot of people fall off. Like
Yeah.
it's not a sport not for everybody.
But
Yeah.
all these young men are doing something positive in life. You feel me? So, and I just say that to say, Jiffy, I'm very thankful that my training is impactful. You know what I'm saying? Beyond and outside of the ring.
Yeah. I agree. I think like you could just tell like somebody who's like me, I'm a vibe energy person, and you can just always tell when somebody is just pure.
Yeah.
And I definitely like feel that from you. Like you're not just out here collecting checks. Like
No,
with the
not at all.
passion, the money will come. The success
Exactly.
will come, but it has to start here. I don't feel
From the
like you should
heart.
be doing anything that you don't want to do. That's not fulfilling. So eventually you're gonna get the prize that you don't cry. No, I'm just playing.
Oh no, man! I had to wipe my eye.
I know.
He not even gonna train nobody that don't want to train hard.
Yeah,
He's gonna
yeah.
take the money. We'll get the
Yeah,
money
yeah,
back.
I get the money back, man. And Jiffy, I'm glad you brought that up, man, because so many people think it's cliche or so many people think it's fake, but no, what you said is true. I love what I do. I love my fighters. I love the people that I work with. I love them first. You feel me? I don't care if that dude thinks he's whatever. I'm gonna tell him out of a place of love X, Y, and Z because I
Mhm.
care and I actually love you as a person, you know, and now you're my fighter. So it's a huge difference. I don't do this for the money, never since day one. You dig what I'm saying? I I have refunded money and I have told um kids, I have told young men and their parents that I would rather not want to train or take on, your child because of XYZ. You understand what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because I do love my job. I love what I do. I love my life. Every day I love my life. I'm a trainer. I work a part-time job as a security officer. And it's very beautiful. It's cool, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate JJ gave me the opportunity, to be a trainer for these, young guys, kids, and men and women. So, I love what I do. And that's the first thing. You gotta have somebody that love what they do, a trainer that love. If you got a coach or a trainer that's just doing it for the money, that's the
Yeah.
wrong person. You do not need to be around that person.
On top of boxing being a poor man's sport, there's not a lot of money in it. But so then you get a lot of people who are shady
Yeah, yeah,
because they're doing whatever they can
they
do to
can.
to pinch a dollar, to
Yeah,
pinch pennies.
this not the sport
Yeah,
for
it's not
that.
the sport for that, man.
Yeah.
It's definitely not. And to all the boxers out there, like, I always tell boxers, you feel me? You don't need to, jump around and do all of these things. What you need to do is find a real trainer and
Mm-hmm.
then, stick with him. But I also don't say that. I don't want to put no boxer in the position to be like a victim. The same way, and again, when I talk is for the serious audience. But the same way you want you or your, because understand the trainer gonna want you to go hard and be a champion. So the same way you have to understand that your trainer is going to be looking down, you have to look up when you're seeking a trainer. And I tell
Mm-hmm.
boxers, if you got a coach, man, like watch, give everybody a chance. But watch them. If you know that coach has habits of bullshitting, sleeping, whoop-de-woo, whatever the case may be, that's not the one you want to go even try to build that relationship with. You feel me? But I tell boxers, find a good trainer, a good coach that actually cares about you. You all will have something more in that than you going to Roger Mayweather or going to Floyd or going to Derek James. You could go and hire Derek James and have zero success. You dig what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? You can go hire Roger Mayweather, Floyd Sr., and have zero success. You know, if you're leaving the coach whoever that actually cared about you and was actually working you, that just because that man has a name, that doesn't make them less than this other coach. You feel what I'm saying? It's these
Yeah.
certain qualities that have to be in the mix. They have to be in the equation. And that's what I be telling boxers and young fighters out there.
And also too, like, and not only a boxer looking for a good, passionate trainer. When a trainer who is passionate and who is good and successful, they're looking for certain things in a boxer too.
Of course.
Like, you should be committed. You should be doing your own research. You should be
I promise.
teaching yourself outside of the ring or watching videos or just trying to get better mentally, physically,
Yeah, a great coach.
without.
A great coach, you can't even just walk up to him and pay him to train you. You can't just go to Main Street and be
Yeah,
like,
it's
you can't just
something
go to
that
Main and be like, hey, Bobby, you my head coach.
Yeah.
we talked
Bobby,
about that on the last
you can't
show.
just be like,
Like,
hey, Bobby, you're my coach. Like, what?
yeah, Maine is it's an open gym. You can go, but it doesn't mean that
These are
the coaches are
serious.
going to train
Yeah,
you.
these are serious
They have to
square
see
business.
something in you.
These are serious square business coaches who've been doing it and been proven for 20 years plus, still going. Mind you, got two about to be world champions on the current from past to present. Like, you can't just walk in. Like, you really got to be a boss. You can't just walk in and be like, hey, y'all gonna be my coach. They're not chasing after no fighters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's certain qualities you naturally got to have for them to even just be blessed to even want to work with you.
yeah. So, we've been talking for a minute.
I didn't quite catch that.
My
All
bad.
right, Siri. So I want to do oh, I want to talk about chess real quick. So a lot of people don't understand that chess can like really help not only in boxing but also in life. Just learning how to set moves up, and I play chess too. I got my own little chessboard. I taught myself just because I heard somebody say it a long time ago. It was an older guy, and he was like, that chess will really help with the mental aspect of boxing. So I started playing. I started playing on my phone against the computer, and once I started winning against the computer, I was like, "Oh my god! Like I know what I'm doing." So what got y'all into playing chess?
Well, I've Utah. I think Utah's already been playing chess way before me. But we big on the mind and mental. Like, we big on like being conscious and aware and stuff. So I've always known that chess was a game of the mind. So I always wanted to learn how to play chess. Like, I always wanted to learn, and just like I said, somebody heard me talking about it, and somebody finally bought me a chessboard. So then after that, it was just like, it was by force. I was like, I taught myself how to play chess, and then I just been playing like a lot ever since I learned. Like, a game, that's an amazing game of life, and it does help with a lot of stuff, mental and in and out of boxing.
What's what's the record Y'all keep score so
Yeah,
far?
I haven't beat Utah yet. I think we only played 2 times.
Yeah.
Okay.
Haven't beat him yet.
Yeah.
All right. So as we start to wrap it up, y'all have like any final words? I want to play like a little game.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to take this time again, because I don't really get this type of opportunity, a lot in my life. I appreciate my bro. I appreciate you, Jiffy. I just want to say, man, I'm very appreciative for this opportunity. Soapboxing podcast, Big Jiff Energy, Alief Ali. I really appreciate you all, for having me, and just taking a little minute to kind of hear a little bit of my perspective. Like I was saying, a lot of people don't really get to hear me chatter too much. You feel me? So I just wanted to say I really thank you all. Thank you, man. I thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Lord. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
appreciate it. That's all.
yeah, I'm gonna have you back on. I enjoyed talking with you.
That's
So
real.
look, maybe you can conduct an interview with me. So
Okay, that'll be cool. I'm up for it, and I highly appreciate it, Jeff. That'll be
yeah,
live. Yeah, that'll
of
be live.
course. Ray, you got any final words before we play this game?
Just I appreciate you too. Soapboxing podcast. Y'all really the first to get the origin of the story for the most part. I mean, cause yeah, a lot of people just think that we cool and but nah, it's really way deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? It's way deeper than that, and it's just amazing. Like we got a lot still a long way to go, but we really came from nothing. Like literally, like a lot of people be saying that, but nah, this like a lot of people know this the real deal. True, really came from nothing. Came from Everlast Academy,
Everlast,
gloves,
Walmart, you feel
Walmart
me?
gloves.
Out in the apartment, shadowboxing and sparring.
Yeah, sparring on like literally
Club Yakum, Bissonnet and Wood Fair, late night hours. That's literally how we started. We came from just doing it and fighting in the streets. So and now
to Bobby Ben being my head coach, sparring with Regis,
and
signing to a promoter, and it's crazy.
And I'm very proud of Ray, Alief Ali to live. I want to let you all know that right now. That's my partner. That's my bro. But I be telling him straight to his face, bro, I'm proud of you, bro. And not like no weird shit like, hey, I'm proud. But I be telling him, bro, this shit not easy, dog. You feel me? Young men, people quit every day, dog. So I be telling him a lot, bro. Like, bro, you kept going. You never stopped. Okay, I stopped. He never stopped. You feel what I'm saying? I want you to know that, Jeff. I stopped. He never stopped. You feel me? We was both doing everything like he already done told y'all. I stopped. He didn't. He kept going. And that's where he,
I wouldn't necessarily say you stopped. You transitioned.
True, I transitioned, but yes, from competing as a fighter, I stopped. Before I was a full-time trainer, I stopped, and that's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Through life, the hardships of life, no support. Those things kind of, it broke me. I stopped. He pushed through. He never stopped. So, I'll be telling him like, bro, and he'll be like, man, I got an interview or I'm doing this. He's like, bro, I'm sparring with Regis. He'll come back, tell me. I'll be like, for real, bro? You know what I'm saying? Because I just probably either just came back home or did some shit or you know what I'm saying. I'm a simple dude, but he never stopped. So every day we see the elevation and the growth of him never stopping. So I'll be letting him know, like, yeah, bro, I appreciate you and I'm proud of you, bro. And thank you, you know what I'm saying? Because you never stopped. But it's all real. We came from Walmart, outside, Club Yakum, fighting street guys, street gangsters, whatever. That's where we came from. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
Well, I'm proud of both of y'all because I've seen the growth too over the years, and I'm just I'm happy and I feel blessed to be alongside Ray, and then just being at me and you, we just started to cultivate our relationship, so I appreciate that. Yeah.
So likewise, Jeff. I appreciate it too, and I'm very thankful. And I say that with the shades off. Okay. I'm very thankful and I appreciate you.
Yeah. You so soapboxing, they done cut themselves loose and let me do my first interview by myself today with you too.
Yeah,
So
that's cool. Congratulations.
thank you.
1,000. The realest Big Jiff energy.
For real.
I like it. I love it.
All right, so we're gonna play. Y'all know this or that?
This or that. Explain it. How does it work?
You gotta just choose one or the other.
Okay, that's simple enough.
And they might be things that I don't know. There might be things that are not favored, but we'll see. I'll just do like
This or
maybe
that.
like
You gotta
5 or
choose
10
one or
of them.
the
You
other.
still gotta choose one of
You gotta
them.
choose.
Yeah, you gotta
Hey,
choose one or
simple
the other.
rules. I like it, man.
It's a hard game for me.
Once you agree, you agree to it. So do you agree? You seen them? Do you agree, bro? Because once you agree, it's this or that. You know what I'm talking about? Shoot.
Being placed in the box. You only got
All
two.
right.
That, dog.
Talking pets or talking babies?
Now, is this? Hold on. Before we go further, when you say when you do it like that, does he answer first, or do I answer, or is it a both?
Y'all
people
both answer. It don't matter
Okay.
what order.
Okay. So, all right. Talking. Say it again. I'm sorry.
Talking pets or talking babies?
Talking pets.
Talking pets.
That's cool, right?
Yep.
Why y'all chose pets over babies?
Because I've always I don't want this to come out wrong, but I've always been an animal lover. You feel me? I don't want that to come out wrong, but I've always been an animal lover. You feel what I'm saying? So it's not to say like, you know what I'm saying, but I've always been an animal lover. I'm big on animals, and I love animals.
Okay. Bad breath or body odor?
Man.
That's tough.
Man, yeah. That's deep. Let's say bad breath.
Okay.
You know, because I just try to get you to not talk so much. You know what I'm saying? Somebody breath stink. I swear, you feel
I'm gonna
me?
go with bad breath too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Conversation gonna be minimal.
You seen them?
Ketchup or ranch?
Ketchup.
Ranch.
I'm
It's
a
hard
ranch
though,
person,
but I go with ketchup. I think
Yeah.
I got ketchup, but on a little bit more things than ranch. I love ranch though.
Oh, y'all don't mix them together?
I do every now and then.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I don't know.
I do it.
You should try it. It's like the secret sauce.
Yeah.
Test the waters or dive in the deep end?
Dive in the deep end.
Test the waters.
And it's funny. That's really how we
That's
like.
really how we
I
are.
thought it was
That's
gonna
really
be
how-
opposite.
That's
That was
really
I thought it was
how
gonna be
that was a good
opposite.
one.
Good one.
That's really how we
That was
are.
a good one. That was a good one. That was a very
See,
good one.
I'm more of a dive in the deep end type person. I ain't testing nothing. I'm gonna do it or I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna test it out.
Hey, that's how we are. That's funny.
You know, I'm gonna dive eventually after I test it.
Square business.
Night or morning?
Morning.
Night.
I was gonna say, why are you thinking?
Yeah, I don't even know what I was thinking.
Yeah, and that has always been like that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That has always been like that. He's gonna say night, and I'm gonna say morning. I promise you, 9 times out of 9.
I have literally gotten better over the years to, mess with the morning a
Yeah.
little bit more. But yeah, I'm a night owl.
Yeah.
And I'm an early bird. But both of them birds, though. You feel
Yeah,
me?
both of them birds.
Both of them birds. That's interesting.
Nah, for real.
Owe money or owe a favor?
She said, owe a favor or owe money?
Oh, a favor.
Yeah, owe a favor.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about owing people money. But you know what? Like if I lend money, I feel like okay, I have to make sure that I don't need that money back because
Yeah.
chances are you might not get it back. But I
Yeah.
always say, as long as you owe me, I'll never be broke.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I never been a fan of owing nobody no money.
Yeah.
Yeah, me neither.
Mm-mm.
Hang out with little kids or old folks?
That's interesting.
That's a hard question. That's interesting. Yeah.
But okay, so man, dang, I hate that it's an either or type of deal.
I would have to say hang out with old folks.
And I would have to go with the old folks too.
Me too.
You know,
Man, because people don't understand. They look past and look at old people like, man, they're old, but man, old people got so much wisdom and not like people don't understand. To imagine talking to somebody or being able to pick the brain of a person who's 85 years old and they're coherent and they're strong, mentally coherent and regular, just like you can ask them so much and gain so much knowledge and perspective. Giving a great example, my grandfather. Like, this is a man who's 85 years old. You understand? He's coherent, strong, healthy mind, always been a sharp mind, never not a drug user, super healthy Muslim man who was alive when there was segregation. He not telling you from a history book. He not telling you he telling you because he actually was living through these times and has been here and been there, can tell you, and still alive in 2022 and coherent and tell you, can see what's going on in 2022 and can tell you what was going on 60, 70 years ago, coherently, strong like that. It doesn't get no more special and better information form than that. Like, that's like the most beautifulest thing if you can have access to a person like that. Like, that's like light years of knowledge. You don't get no better than that. Like, that's crazy.
I agree.
A lot of people, like I said, a lot of people overlook old people and just be looking like, oh, they old, but no. That's a real human being that's alive, that is
they got some knowledge for sure.
That's crazy. And I didn't understand that and respect that until I started just getting older.
Yeah. Be embarrassed or be afraid?
Be embarrassed. Be embarrassed, you feel me?
Yeah, be embarrassed.
And I live by that wholeheartedly. You know, but before I be cool with being afraid of anything, I'd rather be embarrassed as hell. You feel me? I'd rather everybody laugh at me, bro.
Nah, for real.
You can laugh at me, go ahead.
And that's how it even goes.
You ain't gonna say I'm scared of anything, though.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah,
for sure.
I'm like that too.
That's why it's like, that's why I could go out there in front of a crowd and fight, and people scared to lose in front of their few friends. Cause I'm like, that's not gonna make or break me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm cool. I got thick skin. Like, I'm gonna be good. Like, I got the courage to risk losing in front of people.
But the potential.
But nobody never gonna say, oh, he went out weak or he was scared or he didn't want to. You know what I'm saying?
But look, I'm glad you proposed that one right there, because I want to speak on this real quick. The potential of embarrassment really hinders a lot of people from trying and reaching their potentials. You feel what I'm saying? Because they feel like they can be embarrassed. So I want to tell everybody, man, get embarrassment out of your mind, man. Don't be afraid, you know, and don't worry about the embarrassment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'd rather be embarrassed than afraid too. I ain't scared of nothing.
Yeah.
French fries or onion rings?
French fries.
Off top. Off top.
just munching on onion rings.
I never understood onion rings. They just fry onions. That's nasty. It's weird.
To defeat the purpose.
It's weird.
I agree.
Share food or don't share food?
Now that one I gotta say, like, it depends, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm all about, you know, I share some food. Especially if I think it's enjoyable. I would like for someone else to enjoy it.
Oh, that's very nice.
Share food.
Yeah, I'm gonna share it, you know what I'm saying? We break bread. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah. Let's see. I got a few more, but I want to get some good ones.
Okay.
Passenger or driver?
Driver.
And
I already know why for both of us. really just like it's not too many people. Like just be honest, not too many people I could just like. First of all, I want to say we have partners and friends that have died from car like vehicles. Like so that's a serious thing. Like a lot of people don't take that serious, but we take being in the car with somebody serious. Like I said, we both have. This man's brother was hit by a car. One of our best friends in 9th grade was 9th grade, no 10th grade. Yeah, died in a car accident with two of our other friends that was being reckless. You know what I'm saying? So just literally just being reckless. Literally, he flew out the car, broke his neck on a tree. But yeah, so Lord, I don't really just like getting in the car. That's like it sounds simple, but I don't just like being in the car, the passenger of too many people. Like, cause people be driving reckless and think that's cool. Like, I really be like understanding, like you will die from this car. Like I know people that like. Matter of fact, I know at least 3-4 people like close. They've all died from car accidents or whatever. Yeah. So like I don't just take being in the car lightly.
I'm a very cautious driver.
Yeah, so I like being in control of my life. That's how I be feeling like.
I understand. I don't let anybody drive me anywhere. And I don't even like getting on planes.
Yeah, and I don't play all that playing in the car, doing tricks and all that stuff. Like let me get
out. Funny story or one-liner?
Funny story.
Yeah, funny story.
I'd rather know like a one-liner. Like
I like to laugh. Me, I'm goofy.
You gonna laugh if it's funny or not?
I'm goofy, man.
Yeah.
You gonna laugh either way. Either you laughing at somebody or you laughing because of it's funny.
True.
Iced coffee or hot coffee?
Hot coffee.
Hot. Really?
The iced coffee not the real deal. I think if you want it cold, you going automatically. You going for like the taste. Yeah. Which is you, Jiffy. You going for some sweet type of stuff. You're not going for the origin of what coffee really supposed to do. We going for what it's really supposed to do.
Get you up in the morning.
Just wake you up?
Wake you up in the caffeine, hot effect, all that. Yeah. The warmness of all the beneficial, not just the taste and to wake you up.
Hot stuff burns my stomach.
It's good for digestion, everything. All that. So
look, Eduardo said in the chats that you'll race Marlene. Oh, remember when we was driving to Austin? I was gonna say that we were driving to Austin and he didn't want to ride with nobody.
I was in control.
He wanted to drive. I was freaking out because Marlene was driving me.
Eduardo, you right.
Hey, man,
but I said
Eduardo was with Aaron. Ray was driving and Marlene was driving me. I don't let her drive me no more. At all.
We see who the craziest was. We let Marlene show she was the craziest.
She kept saying she wanted to win. She wanted to win. And I was like, I don't want to win this. I want to make it alive.
No, he got to sharpen up. You feel me? I'm glad Eduardo tapped in and told Ray, hey, man.
Look, that go back to the part of test the waters of deep end. I told you I'm deep end too at the same time.
Man.
Yeah.
I was like sweating on my like no wonder I lost all that weight and I was underweight because I was like, please stop. And I was like texting Ray, like, can you please just like stop? Like, please, because she's not gonna stop.
Yeah. Wait, so what happened? Because
we was driving we went to a fight in Austin in February. We all drove out there. So I drove my own car. I think Eduardo drove his car and then she rode with Marlene.
And y'all wanted to
we always like kind of like being funny. We had like a little.
We were in a line, an assembly line.
Okay, and y'all wanted to race?
Well, no, I think Marlene started.
So Eduardo was leading, and then Marlene was fighting with Ray for the middle spot. She wanted Ray to be last. She didn't want to be last. Yeah. So every time Ray tried to get in the middle, she was like, no, he not getting in front of me. Okay. So Ray was playing, like not knowing that Marlene was like dead serious. She didn't want to be last.
Okay.
But Ray was just like, oh, okay, this is cool. He's trying to make it. He want to go to the fight. It's a game. But Marlene was like really risking my life because she didn't want Ray to win. Yeah. She's like, she's world champion.
She's a competitor.
So she don't want to. She's a competitor. She don't want to lose nothing. And I was just like, no, it's not a game. Like, please, I just want to make it to the fight. And she's like, I got us. Like, she's like, we're best friends. Trust me. Like,
That's
I love your life like you love your life. And I'm like,
Bitch,
oh,
you really was
please.
turned up.
Nah, that's crazy.
Marlene was turned up.
Yeah, they can't get me to do it. You know what I'm saying?
It was bad. I don't, after that, anytime we go somewhere together, she's like, I'm driving and you driving. I got it. We're good.
Yeah,
I'll drive.
I'm a
No
driver.
worries.
I'm a drive.
Yeah, for sure.
Eduardo silly.
Yeah.
Salad or sandwich?
Salad.
I'm on the fence about that. I hate
It
both
was
of
so
them.
easy for us.
Salad.
Like, don't get it twisted. Not that we saying we wouldn't eat a sandwich.
Yeah.
But salad is, I mean,
We're gonna eat that
it's salad though.
Yeah. We're gonna eat that salad for sure.
You talk to you cook?
Yeah. I
Okay.
sure do. What?
I saw some things. I was like, okay, he cooks.
Oh
Oh yeah, we got some stuff coming up real soon.
I cook,
real
man.
soon.
I cook, and I want to just say this real quick while we on cooking. You know what I'm saying? If anybody needs some meal preps, you know, y'all can hit me up, man. I'm selling meal preps. You know, y'all could DM me. I'm working with a chef. Her name is Chef Lonnie. She's one of the best chefs in the Houston area, in Alief as well. And yeah. So we cook, man. We sell meal preps. I mean, it's a reason. I don't know if y'all can see, but the diet, you feel me? We got our diet is on point over here. You know, we cook, Ray, you know what I'm saying? We feeding Ray salmon and all type of stuff. He ain't never told y'all. He'll tell y'all the next fight. We got him meal preps for his whole fight coming up. The next one.
Look, I might need to hit you up. You do vegan meal preps?
I sure would work on it just for you.
Because I need to drop some weight
the
in
chef
2
that
weeks.
we work with, she has already had like vegan option meals, so I'm pretty sure she can do it.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna do something just for you, just for you.
And,
Oh, cool.
yeah,
Thank you.
it's gonna be inspired just for you, or just
Oh,
by
you can
you.
call it. You can call it the Big Jif meals.
The Big Jif, man, the menu, Big Jif menu. I got you. We're gonna do something like that, where it's gonna be vegan options only.
All right, cool.
Yes, and I'll let you know. I'll keep you posted.
We mess with the vegan options though. We be eating vegan some days.
Yeah.
There's a lot of days we'll eat vegan and stuff. We're just not.
Yeah,
forced.
I don't know what I'm missing. I barely ever ate meat. So, girlfriends or guy friends?
Now what type of question is that?
That's what I'm trying to find. You see what I'm saying? Hey, we need clarity with this one.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying? You gotta come in and
Like,
hey, cause it's in and once it's up one time, you need
man.
clarity on
You
it.
know,
What you talking about?
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, you can't mix like the way you said that one's. Hey, chill out. Now you're gonna have to hear words like "chill out."
You gotta. Well, you gotta give me the question again. But
Like,
I'm not sure. It's this or that.
Add some more
It's
words.
just on here. It's this or that. Like me, I prefer to have girlfriends. I don't feel like I can be friends with guys.
I see what you're saying.
Okay, yeah, I prefer to have guy friends.
Yeah, like it's just I don't know. Some girls will say, "Oh, I can't be friends with girls. I have to be friends with guys." I don't agree.
Yeah. I'm the same way. So
English or math?
English or math. I like that, and I like how you did that. Math,
yeah.
Mathematics. Yes.
Okay.
That's universal language. You dig?
Numbers don't lie.
I promise.
Always.
Pen or pencil?
Pen.
Yeah, I feel that. Prom or homecoming?
Prom.
I hated my prom. Introvert or extrovert?
Extrovert.
Yeah, extrovert. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not 100% sure on the meaning of introvert.
And like somebody stated themselves.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people could say that. I mean,
but you could be an introverted extrovert. Like I feel like that's what I am. Like I'm closed off to a lot of people, but I'm also very like personable. Like I'm social.
That's how I feel. People would think that I'm just, but really
exactly
I really just be chilling.
Exactly what
Yeah.
I said.
Speed or accuracy?
Accuracy.
Education or experience?
Experience.
Man, I wish I would have known that before I went to school for 10 damn years.
That's something we always known for some reason.
Yeah.
We've always known that for some reason. Like we always we always knew that for some reason. I don't know why.
It's good to have an inherent knowledge. I know I said a few, but this is so fun. I'm almost done. Logic or emotion?
Logic.
Yeah. Same. Logic.
Yeah, that's easy.
Words or actions?
Actions.
For sure. Growth or security?
I hear you.
Say that again.
Growth or security?
Growth.
Yeah.
Security. You could. Security is settling.
Yeah.
You can settle. You can get security by settling for something.
Yeah.
A lot of people go for security, but they're settling. They don't really got what they want.
Yeah.
I'd rather keep going until I get what I want, even if that take me however long it take me.
Yeah. Yep. I'm good with that too. Even like with being uncomfortable.
For
sure. Success or happiness?
Success.
I'm on the fence about that one.
You don't think success brings happiness?
Yeah, maybe.
I feel like success brings happiness. Every time I'm successful, success or working towards, I'm happy.
I guess I haven't experienced that yet. I'm not a content person, so I'm just like, oh, I did this. Okay, now I want to do this. I want to keep going and keep going.
No, I know what you mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I totally understand that too.
But yeah, I feel like success and happiness is parallel in my life.
And
success don't necessarily mean money or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just hitting your own personal
success could be me having a better relationship with my mom. It could be anything that's going to success. It don't got to be, I just won $1 million or, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What I see as being a success in my life. So success and happiness in my world, it run like parallel.
Yeah.
I get that. All right, for sure. 3 more, for sure. Regret or doubt?
Regret or doubt?
It's rough, huh?
I'd rather have, I guess she's saying, would you rather have regret or would you rather have doubt? I'd rather have doubt.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'd rather have doubt.
Yeah.
Too.
I'd rather
regret is such a strong emotion.
Doubt is normal. That's the human mind.
Yeah.
You ain't never, I don't care who you is, you always gonna have doubt in something in some form of fashion. Yeah. That's just the human mind working.
And if you say you don't, you lying.
Yeah, you lying. You're just doing it to sound good. It's always doubt is always around the corner. It's just human nature.
No company or bad company?
No company.
No company.
No company.
For sure.
Yeah. That's easy.
And last one, underestimated or overestimated?
Underestimated
for sure.
I agree.
Yeah, all
right, that's all I got for my this and that. Thank y'all for playing.
That was pretty cool.
Appreciate you. Thank you for giving the game, show host.
Yeah. All right, well, we're gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna see y'all back on here next time. Utah, you're gonna be one of my guest interviewers. Maybe you can interview me. Nobody knows the origin story of me.
Man, please let me do it. Please, I'm ready. I could do it next weekend. We can do it. I'm ready.
All right, cool. Well, thank y'all for sharing. We'll post some snippets a little bit later. And if y'all just want to sign out and sign out verbally and just give your social media if you want.
Okay.
So you can just say what your social media is.
Alief Ali. My Instagram is Alief Ali _ and that's me on all social media platforms. And be on the lookout for my next fight date.
Hey y'all, be on the lookout, man. Alief Ali, next fight date. Want to give a big shout out one more time to my girl, Big Jiff Energy, well respected, Big Jiff, and a whole soap boxing podcast thing, you know what I mean? I say, yeah, boy, Coach UT, me a sign out, real team, respect my rhythm, you know what I mean? I say, what? Hard work and dedication, man, believe it. Yeah, man. Yeah. That's it.